5 habits I wish I knew in my 20s that would have saved me years of struggle. Imagine this, you're 29, it's midnight, you're in bed scrolling through Instagram, and somehow everybody else looks like they have figured their life out. That was me. And every night I had the same thoughts. Am I falling behind? Why am I still doubting myself? What if I'm wasting my potential? If any of it sounds familiar, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Pratima. These mindset shifts helped me move from overthinking everything to actually trusting myself. Each habit comes with a simple 5-minute action that you can try today and actually feel a difference. I have added timestamps below. Even if one of it does not resonate with you, move on to the next one because each of these habits have a power to change your life. And hey, if you want weekly journaling prompts to build these habits and more such habits, I'll drop the link below. Habit number 1, the world is not watching, set yourself free. I wanted to start this YouTube channel since years, but I couldn't press the record button. I used to think, what will my friends, my classmates, and everybody else think about me? What if they judge me? Then I had this small realization that flipped everything. Everyone is too busy starring in their own movie to watch yours. The colleague that you're so worried about, they are thinking about their next task. That neighbor, they're dealing with their own issues. We think we are on the stage, but most of the time, people aren't in the audience. And that's the most freeing thing, isn't it? I realize that nobody is watching me like I think they are. They have their own lives to worry about. So today, try this. Instead of thinking, what will they think? Start asking yourself, what do I really want? If nobody is judging me, what would I do? I started doing the same thing. And the YouTube channel is right in front of your eyes today. Nobody is holding the spotlight on you. It is safe to move. If you think you don't have the courage to do that yet, the next habit exactly tackles that. Number 2, your thoughts are not the reality. I look confident from the outside. The way I speak, the way I carry myself, people see confidence. And I am confident, but there is always this small voice running in the background which says, maybe I'm wasting my time, maybe I'm not good enough. I was living with this narrator in my head who hated me. And one day I realized something that the voice in my head is not the reality, it's just commentary. When somebody doesn't reply to the text, the voice says they're avoiding you. When you mess up once, it decides that you're not good enough. But none of that is actually happening. It's just the story that your mind is telling you. So I decided to change the story. Instead of saying I failed, I started saying I got feedback. Instead of I'm not enough, I think I'm figuring things out. I started pausing, identifying, and rewriting my thoughts. I started talking to myself. I would talk to somebody that I actually cared about. So today, try this. Write down the harshest thing that you tell yourself. Now rewrite it like you're texting your best friend who is going through the same thing. And you can see for yourself how different it feels. Next, coming up is my favorite mindset shift of all. Number 3, you're not lost, you're just drowning in noise. In my 20s, I was hunting for answers everywhere: books, podcasts, Reddit threads, YouTube videos. I was convinced that somewhere out there was this perfect piece of advice that would finally make everything in my life click. But nothing ever felt right. It was like I was trying on clothes that were not even made for me. Then I came across this simple line: create more than you consume. Instead of searching for more content to absorb, I decided to create something for myself. I grabbed a notebook and I just wrote. No agenda, no structure, just whatever was bouncing around in my head. And that's when something clicked. The answers that I've been chasing were already there. They just needed quiet time and space to surface. I would write about a problem that was eating me. Then I would keep writing, and somewhere in those messy, unfiltered thoughts, clarity would emerge. Solutions that I've never found in a book or a podcast would come out. Your mind already has all that you need. It just needs space to think without all that noise. Tomorrow, try this. Set a 10-minute timer. Write about something that's bothering you. Don't worry about making sense or sounding smart. Just let your thoughts onto the paper. You'll be amazed by how much you already know. If you have been wanting to start journaling but don't know how to, or you have tried it before but felt stuck, I offer one on one consultation to help you build a practice that actually creates clarity and calm. Link below. Habit number 4, tiny wins beats perfect plans. For years, I'd work on something, a video, a post, a project, and right when it was almost ready, a voice would kick in and say, "It's not perfect yet." So I would keep tweaking, adjusting, polishing, waiting for it to feel just right. The problem, nothing ever felt right. I had folders full of almost finished work that never saw the light of the day. When I was stuck perfecting, everybody else was progressing, getting feedback and getting better, actually building something. That's when I realized perfectionism wasn't protecting my work, it was rather killing it. So I created one non negotiable rule. Everything gets a deadline. Scripting a video, 2 hours, and we are done. Writing a post, 1 hour, and it goes live. And even if it's not perfect, it is going out. Because here's what I learned: imperfect work teaches you more than any perfect thing that is sitting in a folder. You get real feedback instead of imaginary criticism. You improve faster because you're actually practicing. You stop hiding behind preparation. So, today, try this. Find something that you have been procrastinating. Set a timer. It can be 2 hours, 3 hours, any amount of time it requires. But once the timer goes off, you have to close the work, even if it is not perfect. Done is always better than perfection. Habit number 5, stop ordering happiness from other people's menu. For years, I gave other people way too much power over my happiness. I made them responsible for how I felt about myself. If they didn't text back, my day would be ruined. If they didn't celebrate my wins, I questioned if they even mattered. I was basically handing over the remote control to my emotions to somebody else. Then I realized something obvious. I was asking other people to carry the weight of my happiness, but it wasn't theirs to carry. So I asked myself a different question. What if I stopped waiting and started giving myself what I needed? I wanted somebody to really listen to me. I started journaling, having a real conversation with myself on paper. Craved feeling special, I began writing myself the kind of notes that I wished somebody else would write for me. I needed peace. I took a quiet morning walk, just me and music that made me feel calm. Your happiness can't live in somebody else's hands. It's too precious for that. So start here. Write down 3 things that genuinely make you feel alive. Things that light you up from inside. Now, commit to doing at least one of these things every day and see your life genuinely change. If you want further help or journaling prompts that would guide you through these processes and more, join my weekly newsletter, link below. Thank you for watching. We'll meet you again with the next video.